Welcome back into the channel, my friends. It's your boy, Steve from Straight Fire Picks, back with your best bets from Major League Baseball, here for you today on Thursday, May 29th, 2025. MLB player props, run lines, no freeze totals here for you today. 3 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweep.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire, all my bets straight from. You're in the house that cab made now. Straight fire.
As always, if y'all are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys' support as always. Let's have a big day here in baseball, guys. We desperately need it. It has not been the start to the season that we've wanted to see. But let's hop right into a recap from our last day of content, which was Monday, for Major League Baseball Monday. Ended up going 1-3, minus 1.4 units. Definitely not what we wanted to see. Not the dream, guys. Not going to go through each individual pick, but just to sum it up, guys, it has not been a great stretch for us. Obviously, we expect and we do expect a lot more here at the channel. So, I'm committed, and the time off I think has helped as far as with some clarity, some different lines of thinking. I like some of the things that we're doing with our, outs and hit parlays and different things that we're doing there. I think we're going to be doing, still doing that going forward, at least for now, and giving that a good run before we, switch gears. But honestly, I like that's been going. Our Nerfies have been rough lately. Our Nerfies were doing really good, and over the last week or two, the Nerfies have let us down. So we've started to get something else going in the outs market. The outs market's been very good to us. The Nerfy market has been terrible lately to us, so that's obviously disappointing. Like I said, today's a new day, guys. We're setting the market straight. Going to try my best to be more consistent for you guys going forward. I know over the last week, I haven't had a video since last Thursday, so going to work my best, do my best to get videos and content out to you guys. I do appreciate all of your guys' support and sticking with me. You guys truly are the best. So, like I said, we need to have a big day here in baseball. We'll also have our NBA Best Bets video coming out after this as well, around 10 a.m. Eastern time, pretty close to that. So make sure you guys look out for that. As far as comic cappers over the last week, I didn't include any comic cappers here, guys, because I just couldn't go back and sort through everything as far as time goes. But get back in the comment section today, guys. We're going to revamp our comic capper section as well. So if you guys drop your favorite pick, we'll include it in our next video if it hits. So make sure you guys participate in that program if you guys would like. Just put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. Include your pick in the video if it hits. The last thing I'll say is just check out the description and the pinned comment, the description and the pinned comment for any links you need here at the channel in relation to merchandise, membership, things like that. Merchandise, membership, or social media links as well. If you guys are interested in checking that out, all those links are in the pinned comment and the description. All right, guys, without further ado, it is time to get after it. It is time to get this sweep. 3 plays on the card today, but 3 loaded plays. We got all plus value on the card today. Hopefully, we can have a massive day, which we desperately need here in baseball. So let's get right into our picks here for today, guys. At number 1, we're going Shane Baz, under 17.5 outs, parlay with Jose Altuve to get a base hit here for the Astros. Plus 155 odds on Fanatics. Shane Baz on the Tampa Bay Rays. Jose Altuve on the Astros. So, love this spot here today, guys. Risking a unit to make, obviously, over 1.5 units. Shane Baz under in 5 of his last 7 starts. He has not been locked in here, particularly in the month of May. He was not very good. Shane Baz allowed a .330 batting average in the month of May alone, so obviously he was not very good. And he's in a pretty tough spot, in my opinion, here on the road versus the Astros, who are 5th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching over the last 30 days. So you like seeing that. I think they should be able to get the Baz here. Astros 19th in walk percentage versus right-handed batters, or versus right-handed pitching over the last 30 days as well. So about middle of the pack, nothing too concerning there. Hopefully, obviously, we can, run that pitch count up on Shane Baz, which is really the key to this bet. I'm really mostly relying, though, on the Astros to get hits, to get on base. They're 7th in average versus right-handed pitching. And then you got Jose Altuve right in the middle of that as one of the hottest hitters in baseball. So I like that. That's why I have Altuve here in, parlayed with this. I think if Baz is going under, I think there's a good chance Altuve is going to be a big part of that. So I really like him just to get a hit today. He's 12 for his last 29 at the plate over his last 7 games. One of the hotter hitters in baseball. And you got Baz here allowing a 259 average to righty bats. So I like seeing that. In May, Shane Baz is allowing a 330 average, like I said earlier, overall. He has not been very good of late. We took his over, actually, versus the Royals a while back, and I believe he went under, and that was really the start of his downtrend. So, I'm hopping on the train of fading him. I think this is a really nice spot to fade Shane Baz. He had a pretty productive start to the season, but like I said, in the month of May, he was absolutely horrible. So I think it's still May. I think he closes out May just the way that he's pitched in May. He's not going to be very good today. I think the Astros will be able to get to him and get him out of the game. And I just don't see him going 6 innings. There's no way I see Shane Baz going 6 innings here with the way he's been pitching lately. Just not something I see happening. And like I said, really like Altuve to deliver here for us today. So, love it there for our number 1 pick, guys. We got Shane Baz under 17.5 outs. Parlayed with Jose Altuve to get a base hit. Plus 155 odds on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 2, we got the Atlanta Braves, Philadelphia Phillies. First 5 innings, over 4.5 runs. In game number 1, this is the early game, plus 100 odds on Rivers. Very important. Don't take this in game 2. You're probably going to get significant plus value if you took the over 4.5 in game 2. But really love this spot here today, guys. As far as, here in the early game. We're going with Smith-Shawver here on the mound for the Braves. He's got a 5.48 road ERA with a 1.74 whip on the road. A 305 batting average allowed on the road. So he's been horrible on the road. And most of his starts have also been on the road. So 5 of his 8 starts this season have been on the road. So I like seeing that. Obviously, we got more data here on the road, and he's been horrible. Really capped it off. I believe it was his last start versus the Nationals. He was absolutely atrocious. They obviously chased him in that game. So, really, my biggest fade in this pick is Smith-Shawver. I think the Phillies are going to get them. I could see the Phillies putting up 5 runs in the first 5 innings here. So, Smith-Shawver was really the primary piece of the fade here. I think he's going to give up some runs for sure today. I think the Phillies will be able to get to him. Phillies are 9th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching, which I like seeing that. 11th in batting average versus righty, so that's pretty solid as well. They also walk a lot. So I think this is going to be a great spot here for the Phillies to get to Smith-Shawver, who's really struggled here on the road. On the other side, you got Chris Sanchez going for the Phillies. Solid home ERA, 3.41 with a 1.14 whip. So really you look at that and you say, well, that's not the guy, obviously, that we're primarily fading. But what I liked, and this is what really locked it in for me, is the Braves' top bats have had a lot of success versus Sanchez. Ozzie Albies, Ron Acuna, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Marcell Ozuna, and Alex Verdugo a combined 18 for 43 off the starter Sanchez here. That's a 418 batting average with 4 home runs. So obviously I like seeing that. Obviously with the Braves getting Acuna back, they're a much tougher offense to get out. And they should be able to put up some runs. At least a couple runs here. So I like the equity of having the Braves in here too, just in case Sanchez decides to have a bad start, which he definitely could versus the Braves. Very tough lineup now. And the history is definitely there for these hitters. So that's why I threw this in there. That's why I didn't just take like the Phillies team total, in the first 5 or the team total in general. But really like both sides of this bet. When you consider, like I said, Smith-Shawver's been so bad on the road of late. And 2 offenses that you guys know are very capable offenses. Both these offenses can definitely get it done. Either one of these could put up 5 runs on either side. So that's why I love having this first 5 over 4.5. So love it there, guys. For our number 2 pick, we're going with the Braves Phillies. First 5 innings, over 4.5 runs here in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Plus 100 odds on Bet Rivers. Okay, and finally at number 3, we got a hit parlay here. We got Alex Bohm, Brandon Lowe, and James Wood all to record a hit here, plus 222 odds on Fanatics, risking a unit here. Alex Bohm on the Phillies. Again, this is for game 1. So make sure you're taking this game 1 that goes along with our bet that we just mentioned there. You could also parlay Bohm with the first 5, total over, or something like that if you guys want. It's up to you how you want to do it. But I love taking Alex Bohm here on the Phillies. Brandon Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays and James Wood of the Washington Nationals. You guys will see their pictures up there on the screen. I love all these guys, though, to get a hit, guys. Love the value that we're getting. Alex Bohm batting .357 over his last 15 games, riding an 8-game hitting streak heading into this one. Again, against up against Smith-Shawver, who's allowing a .308 batting average to righty bats. Like I said, this is for game number 1, so this is a great spot for Bohm to at least get a base hit here versus the starter Smith-Shawver. Brandon Lowe batting .393 over his last 15 games, riding a 11-game hitting streak up against the starter Gusto of the Astros, who's allowing a .284 average to lefty bats. So I like seeing that. And then finally, James Wood hitting .304 over his last 15 games with a hit in 9 of his last 10 games up against the starter Emerson Hancock, who's allowing a .319 batting average to lefty bats. So love seeing that, guys. Pretty much 300 average splits for these batters, either versus the pitcher or for them personally. So obviously love seeing that. All 3 of these guys pretty hot at the plate. I think they all get a hit here today, and really love the spot for all 3, and love the value. Obviously we're going to make over 2 units on this one, risking a full unit on this one. Really love all these guys to get a hit here today. So hopefully they make it easy on us and keep their hitting streaks going. I think they're in great spots to do so. And obviously 3 hitters that you can trust here. So love it there, guys. For number 3 pick, we're going with the hit parlay of Alex Bohm, Brandon Lowe, and James Wood, all to record a hit, plus 222 odds on Fanatics. Okay, and technically for our number 4 pick, there is technically a 4th pick. It's the For the Sweet parlay, even though it doesn't really count as a pick, if that makes sense. Meaning, if it hits or misses, we count the units on this play, like I've mentioned previously, because we're risking just a 1/10 of a unit here. The pick doesn't go specifically towards a record, because it's all of these picks together. So, the For the Sweet parlay, though, is plus 1730 odds on Fanatics with the 25% profit boost for Major League Baseball, which you guys should have. I think they pretty much give that out to everybody if you have Fanatics. Like I said, just a 1/10 of a unit on this to make over 1.7 units. I think it's a nice little sprinkle spot here. We're not risking anything crazy here. Just a little sprinkle, a little bit of juice here. To hopefully have a massive day in baseball. So if this hits, obviously we're going to make well over 6 units today, which would be amazing. Would love to see 3-0 plus like 6 point something units. Wouldn't that be great? Definitely could see that, I think, today. I love all these spots today. I love actually that it's a pretty short slate in baseball. Sometimes I really actually enjoy the short slates. It allows you to focus in on, specific games and obviously pick out your best. Sometimes when you have too many options, sometimes it gets cloudy. So let's see how we do with the short slate, though. Really love the plays today. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's have a big day in baseball. Let me know what you guys are playing down below in the comment section. Like I said, look out for our NBA Best Bets video as well. We need a big day here across the channel, guys. First day back in nearly a week. Let's have a big day today and let's lock in. Because I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. Like I said, we're going to be more consistent going forward. I apologize about the lack of consistency of late. If I haven't told you guys before, I am actually a part-time landscaper. So I've been catching up on all my landscaping work over the last week because of the weather's been wonky up here in the Northeast. So I was really behind on that. So I've been putting all my energy and stuff into that. So now I'm finally getting back on track. So hopefully it stays that way. But I appreciate you guys. Let's have a big day today in the NBA and Major League Baseball. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Outside of that will do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.